Okay, 7's fine.
Okay.
Let's take a 7. Actually, you know what?
And actually, I'll tell you something that on the foot, or the movement, is at one point, because I was left and right,
Okay.
rather than coming up on my heels or my toes,
right.
I made a conscious decision to keep myself
keep your feet
grounded.
Keep your feet flat.
Yeah.
But because you were laterally moving?
But
is that what you mean?
My shots were just back and forth.
Okay.
And it seemed like whenever I was coming up, I was just spraying everywhere.
Okay.
But that was something I did a long time ago.
Okay. That makes sense.
So,
I mean, if you keep your feet grounded, you're probably...
Let's try this.
Yeah. So you were keeping the feet flat, right?
Yeah.
Through the whole shot.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to restrict your turning.
It restricts the turn.
It's going to restrict your hip turn,
which
in turn is going to affect how you're going to be turning your upper body as well. So your upper body sometimes will be turning, the shoulders will be turning a little bit flat.
Yeah.
So we need to get the shoulders turning steeper.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we're going to have a little try here with the footwork. We'll see how it goes. But what we can also do is we can adjust it if that doesn't feel good for you or whatever. We can go back to what you were doing, but we definitely need to get that left heel off a little bit to make sure we're turning. Okay. But there's a couple other drills we can get to make sure we're getting the shoulders turned in much more steeper plane. Okay.
Got it.
So you got the 7.
Yep.
I'm on the wrong side here again. I always forget. All right. So we'll go from about here. Okay. And when you're doing these drills as well, think about that. Keep thinking about that T drill we're doing, because that's gonna help you as well in terms of the ball striking. Okay.
Okay.
So take a couple of practice swings and just allow that right heel to just leave the ground there so you get the hips turned, okay? And we're just going to take 3/4 swings, right? Okay. So get that right heel up off the ground on the backswing. Nice, smooth, slow backswing. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's it. Weight in the balls of the feet, right? Good. Make sure in these practice swings, just keep that, just brushing the turf. Okay, good. And again. Good. It's much better with the feet, definitely. Okay. Getting them up, allowing those hips to turn. Okay.
Okay.
What I saw you doing there on one of them, obviously it's going to feel quite a bit different now, right? Okay. And on a couple of them, on the shots we saw you hitting 2 weeks ago, I think, there was a couple of them that you kind of fell out of because we were raising, you were getting extending up on the downswing as well, right? And the weight was getting back to your heels. So when you're getting that left heel off the ground, the weight's no longer on that heel, it kind of transfers to the right, back to the right side and the right heel, and then back onto this side. But your weight's probably going to be, in terms of front back, it's going to be a bit more central.
Okay.
And what you saw there was, with your first adjustment, you were like, now you start to fall a little bit forward, right?
Yeah.
Rather than backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And that'll even itself out, because what you're going to end up doing is you'll end up that'll balance you out. You're feeling like you're going forward.
Yeah.
We just need to get a little bit more tilt forward, and that's going to keep your balance, keep your balance centered. Okay. So let's do just a couple little 3/4 shots here, just chipping them. How are you feeling in terms of the hip turn? Feeling you turning more? Or?
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
But yeah. Feel a little bit funny at first.
It doesn't necessarily like
practice sessions we'll get.
Okay, feet position.
I
gotta watch.
Yep, that's all right.
I have, at times I will go like this, at times I will go more straight.
Okay.
Which, if you turn this way, it's harder to come up.
Right.
So, more straight?
Yeah. You go, I would say typically standard, just have your toes pointed, just out a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, just very,
Gotcha.
very slight. It's a kind of preference, what kind of feels good, but it just pointed out a little bit is good. Very good there. See that? We talked about divots last week.
Yes.
That's what was perfect. The divot as you get right there.
Or after impact.
Bill Michael.
Good. Now, your normal ball flight, straight, it doesn't curve a whole lot, does it? If anything, like when you hit it good and it feels real good, if it misses, where does it typically go? Like if you make solid contact, you're like, wow, I felt like I had a good shot. Do you get a little fade maybe?
I'll get a little fade.
A little fade?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, solid strike. Hold it right there. I nearly got you. Alright, come back here. Now that was a great strike. Great strike. Ball started a little bit right target.
Yep.
And then it was cutting back a little bit, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a fade. And that's why your stance was a little bit open for that shot. Did you know that?
No.
Okay.
I thought I was actually.
But what that sometimes with the open stance, especially with iron shots as well, it's going to really allow you actually much easier to get a nice steep angle of attack. You being a tall guy, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to get that steep angle of attack. But that's what you might see. You might see, go, wow, I absolutely killed that. That was a great shot. And it went, maybe 10 yards to the right of where you thought you were aiming. So if you see that happening, right, that might be the reason. So you might want to just try and square, try and get that. You're going to get that right foot just a little bit further forward. Yeah. So just to square it up to the target, because at the moment you're probably about there, but you can. There's no problem at all playing a little open stance. Just be aware that that's what might happen. If you're getting ball striking like that, I wouldn't change it. I would just make sure that you know where you're aiming, right? Yeah. Do the same thing, but make sure we're aiming.
That's one of the things that we laugh at whenever I actually relax and think it's just a good swing.
Yeah.
I always end up pulling.
Right. Okay.
And that's
quite possibly. Yeah. when
we laugh about it. Yeah. I just take a good solid swing, and all of a sudden the ball's over here.
Yeah. You're probably just a little bit open. Okay. So just be aware. But yeah, it's having that open stance is definitely allowing you to get a little bit nicer angle of attack into that ball. So that's why you're seeing a great ball striking on it. So just be aware that you're going to be playing. You just feel like you're playing for a little fade.
Okay.
All right. So you might, you're going to maybe end up pulling it. You're going to pull it a little bit further to your right than where you think you're aiming. Just aim a little bit further left, and then hit that same shot. Maybe you aim at the flag instead of aiming. You think you're aiming just to the right of the flag, and it's going to work out perfect. Okay. But yeah, these guys can help you with that as well. Get them, if you see you doing that, just say, hey, Larry, come here in your next shot. Line me up. Make sure you're lined up. And once you know you're lined up, then you can hit a shot and go, okay, that was a reason, or maybe it was a different reason. So you want to rule out aim. Okay. But yeah, that was a great strike. Nothing too complicated for you. What I'd like to see you doing is working on that foot movement. Okay. And hopefully we'll get a nice day this week where you can maybe get somewhere and get a little bit of practice on it. And then maybe even, in the course you probably don't want to think about too many things, but if you get a little bit of practice in there during the week on it, I'd like to see you after the 4th lesson. I definitely want to get you on the video again, because I want to see how that is impacted in terms of the shoulder turn and everything, because the feet should get the hips turning better, but it should allow your shoulders to turn a little bit steeper. Okay, and certainly on those shots there, your shoulders will almost certainly turn on a nice plane. Alright, straightforward for you. That's it. That's it. That's it. Those last few shots. I want you to remember those.
Remember them?
Yeah. All right. Will you send Larry over?
Yes, I will.
And then, so yeah, you have 18 more holes of the chipping and putting to play.
Yes.
You guys are going to be brilliant at chipping and putting by the end of this thing. just from practice. That's it.
For practice.
Yeah. That's it.
How are you, golf pro?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, thank you. You doing all right?
Doing good. Doing good. Glad to see a nice Saturday.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. We've actually been kind of lucky the last couple of weeks. The crap weather's been on during the week. Saturdays have been okay.
And it's usually the opposite for us, you know?
I know, right? Yeah. Sunny all week when you're in.
And then you go to get
working.
your day off, and it's like,
Yeah. It's pouring rain, yeah, freezing.
golf course okay?
Be a bit wet out there, but it's in good shape. The greens are nice.
Cool. Probably the water, the rain probably helps these greens.
Yeah, the greens have got no problem with the water. Yeah.
Normally when we play out here this time of year, they're a little crusty and a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're not really putting like Bermuda greens right now.
Good. It's hard when you go from bent greens to Bermuda this time of year.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing at me. I brought up little clubs. Little hybrid.
Did you get that one yet?
He's not getting it up what we're using on it.
Right.
Hello.
All right. You completed the 54 holes of the chipping and putting.
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
It was good practice, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
A hill or something.
Got a little video here. I'm gonna try and get you.
Let me see if I can get.
Okay.
He's in front.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna get another. Okay.
I know. You don't appreciate it till it's cold.
I'd rather have 100 degrees. That's your go.
Oh, I left them there.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Let's see here.
Not going that bad though.
Basically, from the video and from how you were hitting the ball on the range the last time, it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't technically. There's not
You're not overthinking, you know what I mean?
anything that a whole lot we would change. What we wanted to try and do. This is on the downswing, okay? So it's kind of hard to see it. I think right. So on the downswing here, we get your right arm and here's your left arm here, right? And this is a club in the middle. It's perfectly fine. What I wanted to do on that downswing,
What, the red was.
the red's your arms, right? So when the club's coming down into the slot, right? The red is where your arms are, the green's where the club is. What we want to try and do is get you, what you'll see with a lot of the professionals, the guys that are, you see them on TV and stuff. The club shaft on the downswing will be a little bit further behind them. Okay? Now you'll see that green line's the club, okay?